Welcome back, children. This is the second part of lesson 3 G Science, the digestive and excretory systems. The excretory systems of humans. So what is excretion, children? The process of removal of waste products from the body is called excretion. Whatever waste products are present in our body, the process of removing those waste products is called excretion. Not only the waste products, children, but also the extra water from our body is removed through our excretory system. Some of the body parts which helps in excretion are lungs, kidneys and sweat glands. Also, skin helps a lot in excretion. Sweat glands and skin release excess wastewater and salt in the form of sweat. So the sweat which comes out from our skin is nothing but only the excess wastewater and salt. Lungs also release carbon dioxide from the body through nose. So till here you understood, children. Now let us see the excretory system of humans. The four major parts, or you can say the main organs of excretory system are kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. Kidney. Kidneys are a pair of bean-shaped organs. See, pair means two and they are bean-shaped, like red beans which we eat, children. Similarly, they are bean-shaped organs. They are the main parts, they are the main organs of excretory system. Without kidney, the process or the system of excretion can never continue. They filter the blood and pass the waste products through ureter in the form of urine. So what does kidney do, children? It filters the blood and it passes the waste products through ureter. See, this is the ureter in the form of urine. Now let us see ureters. These are the muscular tubes. See, muscular tubes that connect kidneys to the urinary bladder. So kidneys and urinary bladders are connected through the ureter. They carry urine from the kidneys to the urinary bladder, from the kidneys to this urinary bladder. Who carries the urine, children? Ureter. In adult humans, ureters are generally 25 to 30 centimeter long. Mainly the ureters in an average adult human is 25 to 30 centimeter long. So you understood what is the work of ureter. Now when the urine reaches to urinary bladder. So what is urinary bladder? It is a hollow muscular organ that collects urine from the kidneys before passing it out of the body. It collects the urine from the kidneys. It is an elastic organ. The normal capacity of urinary bladder is 400 to 600 ml. During urination, the muscles of the urinary bladder contract to allow the urine flow out of the body. Urine exits the urinary bladder into the urethra, which carries urine out of the body. So this is the last part which carries urine out of the body. Urethra carries urine from the urinary bladder to out of the body. Now what is urethra, children? It is a duct which conveys urine out of the body. But from where? From the urinary bladder. Understood? Urethra is smaller in females as compared to males. Got it, children? So children, how the excretion process is done? You have seen kidney, then to ureter, then to urinary bladder and lastly to the urethra. See, children, the next topic, need of water for digestion and excretion. As you all know, water is very important for our body. Without water, we cannot survive. and 3/4 of our body, means 70% of our body. Our body weight is water. It not only helps in the absorption of nutrient but also helps in the proper digestion. If we do not drink sufficient water, it can cause many diseases. It causes improper bowel movement that leads to constipation. Now, what is constipation, children? It is a problem in which we are not able to excrete the waste out of the body at a proper fixed time. Also, toxins produced in our body won't exit without water. Water also regulates the temperature in our body. We do not fall ill if we drink sufficient water. So, we should always drink more water which is sufficient for our body. At least 8 to 10 glasses of water are needed to maintain a healthy digestive system. Now, see the last topic, children, of this chapter. Healthy habits for digestion and excretion. These are some of the healthy habits which we should follow for digestion and excretion. Wash your hands before and after meals. Eat meals at fixed time every day. Do not skip meals. Chew the food properly. Eat balanced diet that contains all the nutrients in adequate quantities. Do not talk while eating. Do not overeat. Do not drink water during meals. Drink water a few minutes after the meal. So you should not drink water when you are eating food. Rinse mouth properly after you eat anything. This is the last topic, children. Healthy habits for digestion and excretion. So these are some habits which you should follow to keep your body healthy and all the organs remain as it is and healthy. Wash your hands before and after all meals. You should always wash your hands before eating and after eating. Eat meals at a fixed time every day. Do not skip meals and follow a proper routine. Chew the food properly. You should not eat or chew in a hurry. You should always chew the food properly. Eat balanced diet that contains all the nutrients in adequate quantities. So you should eat a diet which contains all the vitamins and minerals in proper amount. Do not talk while eating. You should not talk while eating. You should stay calm and eat. Do not overeat. Do not eat which is not required. Only eat that much, the capacity which your stomach permits. Do not drink water during meal. Drink water a few minutes after the meals. So whenever you are eating, you are having your lunch or dinner, children, you will not drink water in between. You should always drink water after some time, after a few minutes after the meal. Rinse mouth properly after you eat anything. So after you finish eating, you should rinse your mouth. Do not play or sleep immediately after eating. You should not play or sleep immediately. You should be active but should not play or sleep just after you eat. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables to add roughage in the food. So roughage is required for proper digestion. So you should include a lot of fruits and veggies in your diet and eat fresh and well cooked food. Avoid junk and fatty food. You should try to avoid junk food to the maximum. Eat fresh and well cooked food. Stale food can make you fall sick. So the food which is freshly cooked, you should eat only those, not the stale food, as it can make you sick. So children, I hope you understood the chapter. Go through the chapter and have a thorough reading. Thank you.